So when Arion Neighborhood, by the way, aka AB, blessings to you. You know, I really appreciate you. Thank you for checking me out. I speak blessings over you if you a real supporter. You know what I mean? Like real talk. And I pray that this blesses you. You know, and God gives you His perspective, and you're able to see it through the lens of Christ, and through the lens of growth, you know what I mean, or just healing and all that stuff. Not through, just through a good lens, not a negative lens, a positive lens. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is you know, like, see, some things, what's known don't need to be said all the time. You know, like, or what's figured out. You know, like sometimes, so like in my last video, I said, you know, God gives you perspectives like this. Like, I can sit there and go back and forth with you, but what do I value? See, you have to figure out what you value. See, some people value ego and pride and all that and what everybody else thinks, and then some people, God teaches you to value other stuff. I used to be like that. That's what, you know, the gangs, the streets, all that, you know, that's cliques, running cliques, you know what I mean? You know, if you do something that the homies don't like, now you got to deal with them and possibly have to fight, you know what I mean? You know, right? Or whatever. I mean, that's in any aspect, right? You do something that your job don't like, now you got to get ridden up, you know what I mean? Or whatever, you know, or yelled at by your spouse or broken up, whatever, right? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You got to get disciplined, basically. You know, somebody got an issue with you. You get what I'm saying? And, you know, they got a bone to pick with you. You know what I mean? And you know, and that's what I've been dealing with, you know, having to deal with other people's problems that they got with me, you know what I'm saying? But you know what? God bless them, you know what I mean? The thing is God gives you perspectives. Like, see, when you value like ego and never mind, let me say this. See, you know, I can go back. Some people want to go back and forth and chasing this and all this and that, you know what I mean? But sometimes, God gives you perspectives like this, like closure. You know, sometimes y'all, the disrespect is closure. You know what I mean? The no apologies is closure. You know what I'm saying? Not sorry, forgive me. The no repentance, not just to like you or me or whatever, right? But to God, you know what I'm saying? Knowing God's ways, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, me personally, that's what you have to figure out what you stand for. If you go against what my God stands for, you know what I'm saying? Then there's an issue right there and there. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, you know, anyway, like I said, you know, so, you know, you can go back and forth or be on the beach, or you can be on, you know, on the beach in Maui somewhere. You can go back and forth. See, all that going back and forth and going back to the past, all that's doing is robbing you of your future.